You're in the best place because you've found the podcast. It means you've searched above and beyond to get hold of Jodie and Hayesy. We love that. And this is the post-Valentine's Day edition. And no doubt you're, let's just say you're in recovery mode.
Pickup lines. That's what we need to talk about. Just some of the worst, some of the best, some of them just beyond. Are you kidding me, mate? There is no way you're going to take me home with that sort of crap.
Are you sure? Because there's been a release and the best pickup lines as voted by the public. And this one got a good percentage of public votes. Are you a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you?
Just be fully cognizant of the fact that I will laugh in your face if you said that to me.
How big of a fine? Like $380 when I got caught in the bus zone after 4 o'clock?
Stop talking in that voice and look at me
That wasn't
like that.
arousing at all.
No, and I'm not aroused either. Jodie's Juice, we're going to talk Rihanna. Speaking of arousing, how hot did she look?
She looked magnificent.
She looked gorgeous pregnant.
Unbelievably so. And you really highlighted this well. The fact that she was getting hate online, like, go away.
Go away.
It just means that there's no one who is immune from scrutiny online.
I know.
Bunch of losers.
Okay, so here's a woman who's worth $2 billion. She sold 200 million albums. She's standing on a stage in front of, oh my God, the whole entire world after 4 years of having a hiatus from her job to have a baby. And people are like, oh, dull. Shut up. Why don't those people have a crack at doing that?
Probably from the bloke who on Twitter and still can't see his lower part of his body because his big guts is in the way. I've got no doubt that's the body type of a lot of the trolls. Some love letters we penned as well.
Yeah, you do, beautiful wife, Cara, and I want to say she got everything she deserved, but she didn't. She needed much more than that.
She needed to know my affection for American sport.
Yes,
exactly.
That's all. So. Exactly. Callum Hahn joined us in the studio to tell us what we should and should not eat, in case you wanted to get lucky on Valentine's Day.
Yes, and how did you go? It's all in there. Have fun. It's Jodie and Hayesy. Yes, it is Valentine's Day, and that means that if you're in a relationship and you're a happy couple, you celebrate each other. And if you're single, you're desperately out there trying to find a mate.
Mate, you are hitting up Tinder so hard today.
Yeah,
Can you imagine Tinder's just going to explode and Grindr and all the Inders?
All the Inders. They're a tight-knit family, aren't they?
They really are.
They've got different purposes, but they catch up at Christmas.
Exactly. All right, well, Moonpig has released the best pickup lines as voted by the public. Do you want to hear some of them?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't want to get too aroused, though. So
just take a breath.
calm down.
And maybe don't look at me because then that'll just take you over the edge, okay?
Yeah, right. So I'll be okay. But look, newsreader Abby is in, as is producer Zoe. So girls, just try and contain yourself when you hear some of these beautiful words being constructed.
Producer Zoe, do you think you'll be okay? Do you think you'll be able to...
I think I'll manage, yeah.
Do you want me to deliver them or him?
I want a bit of both. I want to see it all.
Yeah. All right, okay, I'll go first. Ready, girls?
Ready.
This is one of the top pickup lines for Aussies. I ought to complain to Spotify for you not being named this week's hottest single.
Oh.
How about that?
Who's getting weak at the knees?
All right, you're up.
What about this one? Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you.
Yeah. I like
Just gets worse.
It's good.
that one's good.
This one's not on the list, but it's one that I've heard. Do you want to hear it? Do you know what my shirt is made of? Boyfriend material.
Yeah.
Heard that a few times.
And cheap cotton.
I mean, who hasn't? Am I right, Ab?
And here's the top one.
Yeah.
I hope you know CPR because you just took my breath away. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So
No, that's not good. That's horrible.
I'm not reading this situation very well.
If a bloke said that to you, what would you say? Would you laugh in their face?
I'd laugh, but I'd like high five them as I walk away.
Yeah, right.
No,
well,
I'd be
See
out of
ya,
there.
boy.
you'd be gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Girls, I got a couple for you as well.
Oh,
So I've just taken from back in the day,
Oh, no.
2010 sort of era. Marble Bar, Havy Bar, all the top spots. What about this one? Well, here I am. What are your other two wishes?
Did that ever work?
I don't think so. Yep. And this was probably my favourite one. If you're a transformer, you'd be Optimus Fine. And then you make this sound. And that was the difference. And then it was on. It was on.
Is that what you used
That's
to...
Optimus Prime, by the way.
What you used for your wife?
Not quite. Hers was more the power of music.
I've got one final one, and then, Abby, you have to decide what the best pickup line of the morning is. I'd like to take you to the movies, but they won't let you take in your own snacks.
That is the best
mind that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
Is that mean I'm the winner?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
What do you mean?
What's going on? What does that mean?
Oh, come
What do you
on.
mean? What does it mean?
Come on, don't play dumb. Do not play dumb.
Abby's speechless on her birthday. Why don't we hand it over to the people? 13, 24, 10. Best pickup lines and up for grabs as well. What about this? Nice little stay at the Oval Hotel. Thanks to What If.
I can tell you, that is the most magnificent hotel. It is so lovely and it's so modern, and it's got those curtains that you push a button and they close. How good's that?
So news about...
Just for when Gregotti wants to have a snack.
Oh my gosh.
Jodie!
So room service. What sort of room service are we talking?
Yachty.
Don't
When he
need
wants
it
to
'cause
shut the curtains.
snack's already in the
Oh
room.
my God, my ears are bleeding. Horrible stuff. Anyway, 13, 24, 10. Newsreader Abby, you can judge this as well. The best pickup lines.
Yep.
And you get to award this prize.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
And do you,
what a day.
do you have to award the prize? Because you might be so disgusted with all these pickup lines that you keep the room to yourself.
To be honest, I could do with a night on my own in a nice hotel, so that'd be good.
With some snacks? Let's go to Taylor from Plimpton. What you got for us, Taylor? Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Hi. Thank you, too. I actually have two of them. I can guarantee none of them work, but I am engaged, so that's something, I guess. So my first one is, baby boy, are you a matchbox? Because you just lit my heart on fire.
Oh, my God.
And then the second one is, I could have sworn we went to school together. Didn't we have chemistry?
Oh,
Not bad.
don't hate it, Taylor. Well done.
That's good.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
That is very, very good. 13, 24, 10. This is Nova. Who have we got here? Which pickup artist do we have here?
Hello.
Hi. Who we got here?
Hey, it's Ricky. How you going?
Good, Ricky.
How did you used to do some of your best work back in the day? Go on, give it to us.
No, good work. But anyway, I'll pick up line. Hey, have you got Wi-Fi? Because I feel a connection.
Hey, short, sweet. Short and sharp. Does the job. That's not bad.
I don't know. Just judging by newsreader Abby's face, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm looking around all the women in the studio. And, I'm just not sure. I'm feeling the vibes.
I don't know. All right, let's go again.
Okay, here we go. 13, 24, 10. Good morning. Let's
got
go to
there. No.
Kylie in Gwyneth.
Hey, Kylie.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, we're good. Okay, your best pickup line.
Is that a mirror in pocket? Because I can see myself in your pants.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's good. Okay.
So my 12-year-old, she says, if you were a booger, I'd pick you first.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. Let's go to the newsroom now.
Oh, jeez.
Newsreader Abby, you've
This
got...
is actually quite hard.
Yeah, you've
I
got...
thought I'd hate all of them, but the probably the one that I haven't heard, the chemistry one by Taylor, I thought that was quite good.
You like that?
Because it's a pickup line, but it's subtle.
Yes.
Because people actually go, oh, did we have chemistry? And then you like they don't realise it's a pickup line.
Yeah, right. Okay, I get it. It's a bit more subtle than do you have a mirror in your pocket? Isn't it?
I did like that too. Oh, can they all go to the Adelaide Oval and stay?
Oh, no, mate, doesn't work that way.
Let's work like that. As generous as you are on your birthday.
All right, I'm going with Taylor.
Okay.
Chemistry
Oh.
was good.
Taylor!
Oh, my God, really?
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So good.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah,
and to you.
You too, Taylor. So who's heading along to this little weekend escape with you?
My boyfriend, Josh. Well, my fiancé, I should say.
Okay, so did we establish before that you use these pickup lines, did you say, or he
No,
did?
I didn't, but I've always got them in the back of my pocket in case anything ever does go wrong.
Jesus
but I'm sure he loves it, honestly.
I hope Josh is aware of that, but that's okay.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe Josh needs a plan B and C as well.
Very good stuff. Find accommodation for holiday, you and the What If app with hotels, motels, holiday rentals and more. The choice is yours. What If? It is Aussie for travel. You've stayed at this as well.
Yeah, it's so
The Oval
beautiful.
Hotel?
I've stayed there. I've had dinner in the Oval Hotel there. I highly recommend it for a weekend getaway.
Absolutely magnificent. All right, it's Jodie and Hayesy. Big show coming up as well. Geez, you're going to get deep. I'm just going to say it. We're penning love letters to our partners, to Cara and to Greg. And I just wonder, I just wonder if you're going to shed a tear or two because you sometimes really can pull your inner heartstrings.
There's very few things that make me cry, but talking about my husband is one of them. So, mainly because I feel sorry for him.
Book for Holiday U this summer.
Because Aussies act a little different on holiday, more daring, relaxed, and sometimes a bit more fancy.
And What If has all kinds of accommodation to suit your style.
Book your next getaway on the What If app. What If it's Aussie for travel.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. I just got valuable info. This is so juicy.
Jodie's Juice.
Well, what about Rihanna's electrifying performance at the Super Bowl at halftime yesterday?
Go, Ray.
You only have 13 minutes. That's the challenge. So you're trying to cram 17 years of work into 13 minutes. So it's difficult.
Yeah, that's a low-key flex. What she's saying is look, I only had 13 minutes to put in about 20 absolute bangers. So feel for me, I'm such a gun for so long that I just couldn't jam it all in there.
So I've watched it and thought she's done quite well. And then enter social media. So a lot of people were accusing the pop icon of lip-syncing her way through the show, with some calling it the worst ever. Some said it was amazing. Welcome to the internet. Despite Andrew Hayes, the fact that she's one of the biggest pop stars on the planet. She's sold over 250 million records worldwide. She's had 190 individual awards. Despite the fact she's worth $2 billion, let's have a listen to what Bruno on Twitter had to say about Rihanna, shall we?
What, Bruno Mars bag?
No, this is just Bruno. He's presumably sitting on his couch with his hand stuck in a box of Pringles, just lamenting the fact that he's never had a girlfriend. He wrote of Rihanna, "Epic, that was boring. How dare she grab her crotch like that? How rude. I hope she is pregnant," and this is the kicker, "otherwise she needs to fire her personal trainer."
Yeah, oh my gosh. Do you know the big one though was? The big one?
What?
Are you building up to it? To Donald Trump?
No, I was ignoring him because he's a turd. So
but it's a good thing because I feel like, and sometimes it's a fashion to some particular people, that if I was Rihanna and Donald Trump came out and said, "I loved every second of that," you'd be like, "Oh,
shut up, Donald.
I don't want you to like it. I prefer you to hate it."
Exactly. Anyway, that's when I jumped off Twitter. Never to return. That brave woman, she's creating a real human in her belly, stood in front of the entire world. We are talking hundreds of millions of people after 4 years of not performing, and I thought she nailed it. So shut up, Bruno. Anyway, what about the stars at the game? There was Jay-Z, Gordon Ramsay, LeBron James, Paul McCartney. If you're a star, you have to be at the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about Kate Winslet, shall we? She's... Let's hear what Bruno has to say about Kate Winslet.
Sure, he's got some solid feedback.
She's recalled the weirdness of filming sex scenes with Leonardo DiCaprio as her then husband watched on. So the co-stars shot to fame, of course, after collaborating on James Cameron's Titanic in 1997.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls. Wearing this.
All right.
Wearing only this.
Ooh!
How'd that end for you, Jack? Yeah, at the bottom of the ocean. And there was plenty of space. Plenty of space. It's been confirmed quite recently, actually.
On the door, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, Winslet and DiCaprio reunited in 2008 to star in Revolutionary Road, which was directed by her then husband Sam Mendes. So he's basically directing her as she's in a sex scene with Leo. What do you think is going through her head? Oh, God, please don't enjoy it too much. My husband's right over there.
Yeah, and look, as he's sitting there going, look, you're a warm-blooded human.
Yeah.
So I know you're enjoying it. Because it's bloody Leo DiCaprio.
Exactly.
You're a bit old for him.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you're enjoying
And
it.
there's also some things you can't hide. The original queen of Australian Idol, Marsha Hines, returned to the judging panel on Monday night alongside Harry Connick Jr., Amy Shark and Kyle Sandilands.
And the Queen of Australian Idol returns.
Marsha Hines.
This competition has just seriously gone up a notch.
Hasn't she, the goat, Marsha?
I would have loved it if Marsha had gone back on the show and gone, God, this has gone downhill since I was on it.
What are we doing here?
Oh my God.
Is this what it's come to?
Try harder.
And she just teased off on Kyle. Yes. And Kyle didn't see it going. No. And no one's spoken to him like that ever before.
Ever in his life.
That's a good script.
Anyway, nothing speaks Valentine's Day like maths, am I right? So Josh and his horny wife went at it during sex week, not in a good way. She was on a ban as a protest about his lack of interest in mummy-daddy time, and it all erupted.
Yes.
You have a problem with intimacy, Josh, and I'm too much for you, and you don't know what to do.
I'm too much
No,
for you.
I am, Josh, and I'm going to speak my truth for every goddamn woman in the world.
Oh, hallelujah!
Didn't that just put a fire in Josh's belly? Seriously. Just on that as well.
I'll go on then.
So I tuned in last night, and it just sort of feels like... So she can scream to Josh, I'm super toey.
Yeah.
And you're not, and it's on you.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, can he help it if he's not overly attracted to her? I don't know.
Exactly. And at what stage is he going to grow some balls and say that?
Yeah, okay. Can you just play that audio one more time, please?
Hallelujah.
Yes.
You have a problem
he's
with
quite placid
intimacy,
here.
Josh, and I'm too much for you, and you don't know what to do.
I'm too much for you.
Here we go.
I am, Josh, and I'm going to speak my truth for every goddamn woman in the world.
Oh, hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Jodie and Hayesy.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hayesys on Miss Daysey.
Well, it's Valentine's Day, you dirty bird. Let's take a little trip down memory lane for On This Daisy. 1988, Elton John gets married in Sydney.
I think he married Renata, didn't he?
Renata?
Yeah, Renata.
Thank you for jumping in and taking that. I was about to say Renate. Sauce Renata.
30 minutes after the ceremony began, the new Mr. and Mrs. John stepped outside to greet their fans.
1972, Grease opened at the off-Broadway Eden Theatre in New York. A Grease Lightning.
Go, 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 go. I watched that now and I feel like he was a bit of a sleaze.
Oh, do you reckon?
Yeah, he was.
It's kind of cool back then when you... A little bit of swagger. A bit too much swagger.
Nah.
Do you think the Fonz was cool?
No, he was a bit sleazy too.
Hey.
Yeah, like all the men back then. Why were they so sleazy?
It's really hip first type operator when you're walking, isn't it? Hey. It's not so well received in 2023.
No.
Hey. 1977, Janice Ian received 461 Valentine's cards. So in her 1976 hit song At 17, there was a line in the song about not receiving any Valentine's cards.
This song was written about a time in my life when I was really weird looking. I learned the truth at 17.
Many of her fans took the song literally and responded by sending her a bunch of cards.
I will never forget in year 11 when they used to like put roses in people's lockers, and I was literally like the only one that didn't get one.
Oh no.
Jeez, I made up for it in later years though, didn't I, Hayesy?
I'm picturing Jodie in high school as well, like absolute brace face, pimples.
I did have friends.
Where's my rose?
And I had a boy haircut too. That didn't help.
Haircut. I just don't understand why he didn't get any roses. Anyway, 1991, Silence of the Lambs, film based on the book by Thomas Harris, starring Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins, is released.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? You wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lamb.
Won Best Picture in 1992. Go-to line from Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, I don't know.
Bottle of Chianti.
Don't ever do that again with that Invisalign mouth, please.
Just a photo picture, there's spit everywhere.
Spit all over the panel.
Oh, God, the panel's going to break down. It's full of liquid.
The panel's drowning.
2005 YouTube.com domain was registered. And did it go on to do any good things? Was it successful?
YouTube.
Oh, it was pretty solid.
Oh, yeah. It's gone okay.
2017, Guns N' Roses began their Melbourne concert at the MCG by shouting, Sydney! How good is that?
Come on, Axel.
Just to win the crowd over instantly. And that's when you know you're a genuine giant rock band. When you turn up and you're about to play and you go, geez, sorry, what city were you in again?
Surely they write it on their hands, don't they?
You'd think so.
There's a tip for all the rock stars out there from Auntie Jodie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is Sydney's Nova 919. And the number one song on Feb 14 in 2001 was an absolute pearl from Outkast, Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Well, unless you're living under a heart-shaped rock, Hayesy, it is Valentine's Day, which means it's a day filled with love. And so we were tasked with the assignment of writing a love letter to our respective partners.
Yes, and look, I must admit that tugging at my own heartstrings is not one of my strong suits. But look, do you mind if I go first?
Sure, I would love you to.
I mean, it took me weeks to put this together. Blood, sweat, tears, emotion, everything went into it. So, I mean, when you hear this, it's me speaking directly inside of my heart to my beautiful wife, Cara. Dear Cara, have you fed the cat? He keeps yelling at me. He's definitely got food in his bowl. Look, what's his problem? Anyway, how are you? It's Valentine's Day, and I just want to say how much I love and adored the Super Bowl yesterday. Seriously, it's like the AFL Grand Final times 1,000. What'd you think of the result? And also, Rihanna, was she any good? Pretty crazy, right? Good to see you back in the mix, though. We had a Super Bowl party at lunch at work, and I ate too many hot dogs. Look, I'm not great with words, but what I'm trying to say is I very much love and appreciate American sport so much. It's just on a different level. Like, seriously, the sport we have here is outrageous, but when you compare it to the NBA and the NFL, it's just entirely on a different planet. Finally, Cara, my love, can I just take this opportunity to tell you how much I love and appreciate the work of LeBron James. He's 38, Cara, 38 years old. He just passed the scoring record and he's still putting up these insane numbers. That's crazy, right? Anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Your one and only Andrew. Love you. So what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Fireworks tonight in the Hayes household?
I know
Good stuff, wasn't it?
I know you get knocked back on the regular, but tonight might be your night. All right.
Full update tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well, look, I didn't get the memo just to completely rip the PI55 out of this segment, so I'm going to go for a more heartfelt angle. To my favourite human, I won't do your nickname on the radio, you're welcome. We don't really do Valentine's Day, which is pretty typical of you and of us and our marriage, because you show me how much you love me and our girls every day in your actions. You're the most hands-on dad I've ever known, from driving the girls to dance and netball to reading bedtime stories, to consistently lying to them about what they don't want to hear, and to giving them all the treats so they all love daddy more than mummy. Those girls have the absolute privilege of being raised by the best dad in the world. You make us laugh every single day, usually by doing something stupid like wearing your boxer shorts on your head. One thing I've learnt is that marriage is hard and we ride the roller coaster like everyone else. I feel guilty because I know I'm responsible for most of the dips. But you have this incredible ability to have endless faith in me and love me even when I don't necessarily love myself all that much. You are the kindest human I know, and we're in this life together because you are most definitely my forever person. I love you. P.S. There's a special place in hell for husbands who leave used chewing gum in their wives' cars.
Oh, Jodes. Oh, wow. That was amazing. That was beautiful. It was strong.
Thank you. It's very much how I feel about my husband and my family.
Yeah, wow. What's the nickname, by the way? Go on.
No.
Well, it's Valentine's Day, and it's a really special time of the year because I think food plays such a major role today.
It
Jodie.
does.
It can really, really make or break your sex life, let's be honest.
And we just thought, like, what are the foods you need to eat and what are the foods you need to avoid in a fruit and veg sense? Because Callum Hahn here is from Pick a Local, who specialise in beautiful fresh produce. Good morning, Callum.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right. Let's get down to it. What's going to get us toey and up and about?
To put it bluntly, Cal.
I like it. No mucking around. It's morning. You got to get ready for tonight, all right? So probably start off with maybe a nice obvious one, I reckon. So something as simple as strawberries dipped in dark chocolate. I feel like kind of is synonymous with Valentine's Day, but it's actually for a reason. It's going to help stimulate blood flow with those flavin-3 oils. It's honestly does make a difference.
Yeah.
So it's fun and going to maybe cause you to have a little bit of fun later.
Yeah.
Okay. Strawberries dipped in chocolate. Very, very good.
Stimulate blood flow.
I mean, I'm eating them right now already. Watch out, Cara Hayes.
Batten down the hatches. What else you got there?
So things like watermelon, really good as well. Absolutely, it's maybe not quite as romantic to eat as a strawberry dipped in chocolate. Like just smashing a giant wedge of watermelon is it going to be harder to look sexy doing?
Is it hard to be sexy? It's going to be a real mess, but there you go. You know that.
But in terms of that's maybe dessert covered. But from a savoury perspective, so maybe for dinner you can chuck some asparagus in there.
Yeah.
So did you know in the 19th century, French grooms used to eat asparagus? They'd smash heaps of asparagus the night before their wedding to get ready for the big day.
Really?
Okay.
So what? It gives them energy, stamina, all of the above? What are we talking here?
Heaps of vitamin E and potassium. So it gives you all the bits and bobs you need to get raring for the big wedding day.
I'm looking at you because that's not the asparagus theory that I've heard. it differs vastly.
Depends on how much you like your partner, I guess.
Oh, that's a whole different kettle of fish.
I see you've got avocados there. How on earth does that enhance your libido?
Yeah, so avocados are an interesting one. It's maybe not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of an aphrodisiac, but apparently ancient Aztecs, they wouldn't allow virgins to leave the house while avocados were being harvested because of their aphrodisiac-like qualities. And apparently the Spanish Catholic priests actually outlawed avocados at one point because of their supposed sort of sensuality. So there must be something to it.
Who knew?
Okay. I mean, who goes into a club and be like, oh, goodness me, I can't control myself because clearly a lot of ladies in here have been consuming avocados.
Yeah.
I don't remember that ever happening.
Yeah, or I don't
And here we go.
ever just remember smashing guacamole dip and going, oi, Gregotti, get over here.
Get over here. So it's smashed avocado for breakfast then, surely.
It's a good way to start off. I feel like I'm always in a good mood. If I'm smashing, guac and corn chips on the couch, I'm going to be in a good mood, I reckon.
Yeah.
Usually means the footy's on, to be honest. But
I'm just going to say whatever turns you on, Callum.
Yeah. All right, so they're the go-tos. Before we let you go, foods to avoid, because as we know, there are certain types of food which can really, really dampen the mood. I'm thinking pretty much every curry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think anything that's going to be too heavy is maybe something to avoid.
Yeah.
And speaking of curries, maybe, the eggplant might end up in your emojis and your text messages, but maybe not so much on the dinner table tonight.
Really?
Oh.
Okay, well, you've brought an eggplant in here as well, and it's a really, really big one. So gotta avoid that.
I always thought the eggplant was a real sign of, hey, let's go,
So who's sending you those texts? Unbelievable.
Certainly not you.
And you've got here as well pineapple.
Yeah, so pineapples, it's beautiful to eat right now, don't get me wrong. Maybe every day except for Valentine's Day. It's beautiful and sweet in the warmer weather. But, for dessert time, watermelon and strawberry, stick to those.
Yeah, right.
Very good.
Okay.
Cal, before we do let you go as well, you're a man of so many different talents. You're just taking this state and country by storm. I like watching you on Discover with RAA Travel.
Oh, there
it's a quality
we
show,
go.
no doubt.
Isn't it, Cal? Isn't it? It's good, isn't it?
I'll see you on there as well, mate.
New episodes, all new season coming up very, very shortly. Big partnership as well with Gather Round ahead of the AFL season, but also something that's very close to your heart, and that is Tasting Australia.
Yeah, it's a really exciting festival for the whole of South Australia. And it's not just here in the city or the events that are here, but all the things that celebrate the great food of SA in the regions as well. So something to look forward to for sure.
Yeah, it's good because Callum sent me a text message before and it said, come to Tasting Australia with an eggplant emoji. I don't know what that meant.
Eggplant curry, of course.
Brilliant, mate. We appreciate you coming here this morning and put us in the right direction to make sure that we don't sleep alone tonight.
Okay, Valentine's Day. We're about to unleash Handsome Hayesy. That was your nickname when you were at Casanova back in the day. So you're about to don a Cupid uniform and go out to businesses in Adelaide and hand out some roses. Bless your heart.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, bless my heart. You're in charge as well. Effectively, you are my pimp, so you're in charge of everything. We've got a bunch of roses as well, thanks to Chanella's, your local market, 62 Prospect Road, Prospect. Grab a bunch of flowers from the guys today and give them to somebody that you care about.
That's your go-to. If you've left it to the last minute for Valentine's Day, hit Chanella's up. They've got everything there you could possibly need.
Oh, you could possibly need roses at a very affordable price, might I just add. Judge Jodie back tomorrow.
Yeah, does Charlie confront a bully? That's going to be the topic of discussion tomorrow. And obviously, we've got the last Harry tickets and Pink tickets. We are the home of Pink right here at Nova 919.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's. Happy V-Day.
We'll have a Valentine's Day update tomorrow.
No doubt.
No doubt.
I'm looking forward to this.
More of the same, which is not much.
Check out the socials today because you'll see one of Hayesy's nipples, no doubt.
All right, I'm out. I can't add to that.
This is Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.